also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll try the run. On the move at the 30. And he's running in the open. The 30. The 20. Inside the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Memphis.
And these offensive coordinators tell you, hey, we want to start fast and we want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, set the tone for this football game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. And the returner will be knocked down. Offense getting set for first down. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season or the first part of the season? Now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way who wins this one.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Trying play action. Feeling some heat. They get to him as he throws. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him. A nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room. give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and start double teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play out.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Taking it the other way. The 10. Touchdown, Memphis. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. The number one job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not. But my number one job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this. Get the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The incomplete pass leaves them with 2nd down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Throwing right. It's caught. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Washington State going back to work on first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
The aerial assault continues. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own. First down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets it up for the first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Quarterback will audible. Going up top on first down. Gonna let it fly. And it's picked off at the goal line. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. From the gun, the ground game. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Always looking to throw. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. The play action fake. It's complete. And short tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do you do? You set up 4th and 1. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and settle.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him for the sack.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Memphis wants to move quickly.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running back.
Running toward the tape. Keeps it himself and gets the first. Touchdown, Tiger! And once he got loose, it was all over. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
The offense set for a first down play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quick strike complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little extra time. He'll pull it down and run. Turns it on in midfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Using his feet to buy time. On target. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Extending the play. He's going to run it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
That pass is incomplete. They might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. At midfield, he's got room. Racing down the left side. The 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all away. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final.
Huge
UCLA looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year's out. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man and they convert. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Quarterback moving. Going to try to get it himself.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass. And then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket. And then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
Washington State ready to go with another first down. He wants to throw. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. He unleashes a long one, and it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return, and they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Back to pass, it's Leonard. Quickly to the tight end. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Line getting set on second down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up where I can just make plays right behind.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. No real chance on the return, but they got it at the 34.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays with balls in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense. They're churning out positive yardage early.
After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. Right back to him on the ground. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. Handoff to the single back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. Second and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's second and 8. They'll leave it with him. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41.
29 Philly, 2-9.
They'll try to run for it. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. Couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one.
Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if we can just get him out of the spot.
And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd.
Memphis, 28, Washington State, 0.
And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
The give out of the gun. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Memphis! And the pummeling has started. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Getting some heat. He'll try to do it himself. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end, nor the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. They're trying to get to it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable. This defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them and keep getting better at it. So use this as practice.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The line gets set, first down. Dropping back, it's Leonard. Gets it out quickly. And he was able to run through a tackle. They finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
On the first down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. All wideouts, no backs. Now on the move. Across the 15. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at 23. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Leonard. Got his man quickly.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's looking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
And you knew this this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it?